Unfazed Gaming back again with another GTA Online money glitch. Now this one is a bit of a difficult one if you've not done the aircraft in facility or special vehicles in facility glitch. Basically this is a car duplication glitch using the special vehicle warehouse. Now the actual duplication part is super easy, like really easy. You pretty much be able to rinse and repeat one car per minute, depending on where your vehicle warehouse is and where your garages are, etc. But yeah, you should be able to do one car per minute. The only catch is that you need to have an LG Retro Custom or whatever car you plan on duplicating stored inside your special vehicle warehouse. Now, I am going to run through this from start to finish with you guys, so you've got a better understanding of how it's all done. So I apologise in advance for the long video, but there you go, I'm going to run through from start to finish. Now, first of all, I want to give a massive shout out to Macclesfield UK, because he is the founder of this glitch. He is the founder of putting vehicles in the special vehicle warehouse. So yeah, big shout out to him and his mate Densky as well. Anyway guys, like I say, this is a car duplication glitch. You are better off using Benny's vehicles. Your Retro Custom does sell for the most out of any of them, but obviously if you haven't got one of them, use any other Benny's vehicle you can. The more upgrades you put on it, the more your duplicates are going to sell for, obviously. And I can't stress this enough, you've got to have custom plates, otherwise you will be making dirty dupes, I'm afraid. You do need custom plates for this. Now in this particular video, I don't use custom plates. I was literally just testing, but you guys will definitely need custom plates if you plan on selling these. Now, I know some of you have had them taken off you with the recent wipe, etc. So this glitch might not be for you. But if you do still have custom plates, then this is the easiest money glitch you'll do in a long time. Anyway guys, enough talking about it, let's get into the actual glitch. So, first things first, you're going to need yourself a special vehicle. So I've ordered myself a Phantom Wedge here. I've just got it to spawn out on the map. And you can use any special vehicle for this. And do bear in mind as well that it's not completely lost once you use a special vehicle. You can actually store it inside your facility and still drive the things around. So if you're doing it with a ruiner or something but you still want to drive it, you can put it back in your facility and you will not lose it. Anyway guys, as long as you're driving this around, it's the same as the other glitch I posted a while back. Whatever the last vehicle is that you're driving is the one that's going to get duped over. But obviously in this case we're using it as a transfer to the special vehicle warehouse. So you want to return it to storage, register as an MC president. Now you want to make your way into your facility and you want to head straight for your heist room. Now you do need a friend for this part. Your friend is going to start up a Titan of a job or any other Rockstar created job, and he needs to be the host and he needs to be in there on his own, and then he's going to invite you to that job. So as you can see on screen now, my mate Bradders has just invited me to Titan of a job, so I need to launch the setup mission. It can't be a prep mission because they're just done in free roam. It has to be a setup mission so that it takes you into the job lobby screen like this. Now, once you're in this screen, you need to go ahead and accept his invite to Titan of a job or whatever job it might be. And then when it pops up with the black screen, this one, you want to tell him to back out of the job, and then as soon as he's got feet on the ground, back into free roam, you need to accept this alert, and it should give you another alert saying that the player's no longer in session, and it will bring you back down straight into your heist room. And that is you. You are now glitched out, basically. Just to double check that you are glitched out, you can always bring up your interaction menu, motorcycle president, and just check. If you can't disband your MC, it means you're glitched out. If you notice as well, your crew emblems have gone from all your walls and floors inside your facility. That's another sign that you're glitched out. So now, as per the other glitch, we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to put a car up against the pillar next to the yellow circle, etc. Now in this video I actually cock up, I use a 4-door car, and as soon as I parked it up I realised that I've used the wrong car. which is why I end up using an LG Retro for this. Now, it doesn't really matter what car you use, because you're not going to lose it, because you're basically just making a duplicate of that car that looks like that car anyway, but it is actually a special vehicle. So, as you can see, I was going to use the Sultan as well, but that's got 4 doors. So, I'm heading down there in my Retro, block the doors up, and as I say, it's all very similar to the other method which I posted in the last 3 or 4 videos. Now, your friend at this point doesn't have to do anything else. This is the initial setup part. This is the only part that you need to do to get the vehicle inside your special vehicle warehouse. He's only needed now for the second part of the glitch, which is the rinse and repeat for the dupe. But I'll tell you about that in a minute. So this is the part, obviously, spam A and triangle together, A and Y together, or X and triangle if you're on PlayStation. And you want to make sure you can hear the car running in the background while you're going up on the lift. That's a surefire way, knowing that you've actually hit it. So, this LG Retro now is actually a Phantom Wedge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drive it to a full garage. Now, it has to be full for the glitch to work. If it's not a full garage, it'll just let you drive it straight in there and it will just disappear. So you've got to make sure it is a full garage that you're driving it into. Now, also, just to say, you do only have to do all this bit one time. This is not part of the duplication glitch. This part is merely to get the LG Retro stored inside your special vehicle warehouse so that you can do the duplication part. The actual duplication video would have been about 2 minutes long, but because I've decided to do it all, there you go. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm just going to go and buy a free LG, just make sure that that garage is completely full. So as you can see here, it's definitely full. So I'm going to back out of that menu and I'm going to drive the Retro inside the garage. Now, as I say, this car is the Phantom Wedge. So you're going to get the alert, you're going to replace one of your vehicles. Now, the vehicle that you select to replace is going to be the vehicle you need in your special vehicle warehouse. Now, it doesn't matter at this point if you get the right vehicle, but I was lucky I did have an LG Retro Custom in here, so I've chosen that one. If you didn't, you can still swap the cars around at any time by driving your special vehicle car into another garage that's full and swapping it around with an LG Retro Custom. If you have a look on the blue circle here now, it's showing up as Phantom Wedge in that space there. Obviously, it shows up invisible. If you do want to get it visible again, drive a car from your facility back down to this garage and swap them over again, and it will show up as visible inside your facility. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to call the Phantom Wedge. And what we're expecting to see now is the LG Retro show up. There you go. So this guy in the Sabre keeps trying to kill me here, but hey ho, when I eventually do get in the LG Retro Custom, this is now stored in the special vehicle warehouse. So every time you call out the Phantom Wedge, this one is the car that will appear. So the next step now is to drive this down towards your vehicle warehouse. But what you also need is your mobile app center. So on our way down, I'm going to spawn the mobile app center. I'm just going to check what vehicle's actually in the back of it. I can't remember from the last time I did it, so here we go, spawn the mobile app center. Now, obviously, if you register as an MC president, you can just return this car to storage, and that'll just put it straight back into the vehicle warehouse, which is where you want it. I'm just going to check in the back of the MRC now. Obviously, the car that's in the back of here will get lost. That was the one that you're duping over, so there's nothing in there at the minute. So I'm going to go on my phone now. I'm going to order up another LG Retro. Another LG RH8, and just get it delivered straight to the back of the trailer. So next up, once you've sorted all this part out, is you want to make your way to your vehicle warehouse. Now, I do recommend parking your MOC right outside your vehicle warehouse, as it just makes the glitch a lot quicker. Now, while you're still registered as an MC president, your vehicle warehouse will not show up on the map. So what I had to do here was I had to disband the MC and register as well. If you disband the MC, it does show up as a white building on your map. At least then you can find it a bit easier. But you will need to be a CEO so that you can go inside your vehicle warehouse with your friend. So this is the part where your friend comes in now. So once you're at your special vehicle warehouse, you need to register as a CEO, and you obviously need to invite your friend to your organisation. So once you're both sorted and he's a part of your organisation, you can make your way inside. Now, before I go inside, I will warn you, this is what happens when you put the hunter inside the special vehicle warehouse. It is too big to fit inside here, so all hell breaks loose every time you walk in. Now I'm just going to fast forward the part where I try and get to the staircase to get downstairs to my LG Retro, but yeah, you get the idea. It's absolute carnage if you've got a hunter inside here. What I tend to do most of the time is just leave it destroyed at Moors Mutual, and then if I actually want to use it, I'll just claim it back. But there you go. Not something I'd recommend, guys. Might swap it out for another aircraft soon enough. But once you get downstairs, as you can see there, look, it's the LG Retro. Now, all your friend needs to do is just stand inside here, just watch you drive out basically. If you don't have a friend for this part, then as soon as you drive outside, the car will just disappear. So you do need a friend, just standing in there. All you want to do, if you drive to the back of the MOC, obviously we've got a free Elegy in there, so it will tell us no. So we don't want to replace the Elegy, because it'll just send the LG RH8 into the vehicle warehouse, which we don't want. So we're going to request it out of the MOC. Now, because it's not classing this as a personal vehicle, it actually shows up on the map just behind us there. So now that it's not in there, we can just go ahead and store this inside the MOC, and that's it, guys. You've now duplicated this LG Retro. It's as easy as that. So, like I say, once you've got it all set up, it is a very, very, very quick duplication method. As I did say earlier, you will need custom plates, because regardless of what happens, all the cars that you duplicate using this method will have the same plates. So I don't want you to go and get dupe detected or anything daft like that. And do bear in mind as well, guys, the daily sell limits. Don't sell any more than 2 in an hour. Don't sell any more than 8 in a day. But other than that, guys, yeah, I've just gone and stored this one in my garage. And just to show you now, I'm going to request the Phantom Wedge again, which is obviously an LG Retro Custom. And it'll show up and be another LG Retro Custom. You can simply just rinse and repeat, guys. So if you head back down to the vehicle warehouse now, order another Elegy for the back of your MOC, and just let your friend watch you drive out again. You can get 1 a minute done easily, even more if you've got a garage right next to your vehicle warehouse. See, there you go, guys, my LG Retro's just turned up. And yeah, that's it. So if you like this glitch, then make sure to give it a like, make sure to subscribe to us, and like I said before, guys, Macclesfield UK is the founder of this one. From start to finish, it's all his method, other than the getting glitched out at the start. The French guy Tuto found that part, so yeah, thanks to him as well for that. But yeah, guys, so if you like what you see, I just wanted to put it all into one long video. I apologise for dragging it out, but there you go. So, see you soon. See you in the next video.